Of course, that fucks up.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your hosts, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate?
Morning, morning. I have a feeling. Oh no, it's working. Beautiful. We are live on the link that was tweeted out. Awesome. I am doing well. I don't know if it's concerning or not. I am now on 60 hours of no food and no water. So the last time I drank or ate was probably around 5, 6 p.m. on Saturday, and it is 8 a.m. on a Tuesday. I'm a little concerned that the last thing I drank was actually alcohol before I started this endeavor, which was probably a bad idea. But I think it's easy to go 72 hours with no food, no water. I mean, I can easily make it to 6, 7 p.m. today. I don't think I will because I'm hanging out with some people at a rooftop pool. So being in the sun in the middle of the equator, after not drinking any liquid or food for like I would probably be at about 65, close to 70 hours. So I'm not gonna make it to 72, but I'm gonna come close. And maybe I could have pushed it to one more day. 4 days, no food, no water. So that's definitely a myth that you're gonna die with no water in 3 days. That's definitely that was just proven wrong on this show.
Mm. Well, I don't go in for any of that stuff. That's crazy. But hey, what else is crazy? Tone put a tweet out yesterday that's got like the most the most receptions. You must be unbloody shadow banned for somehow. Like that it blew
Yeah,
up.
maybe. I think I get unshadow banned for like anytime I tweet something that's gonna cause controversy, you get on shadow ban. So uh so I don't tweet often because the reason I don't tweet anymore is because no one sees my tweets. So if no one's gonna see my tweets, why am I gonna tweet? So I did tweet out like what 2 months, I don't know, 6 weeks ago that I was exiting my Bitcoin longs and I was gonna enjoy the holidays because I saw massive risk in a pullback. I got out at pretty much 98, and I tweeted out yesterday, that I got back in around 100. I avoided 6 weeks of choppy markets. I avoided a drop to $91,000 in Bitcoin, where a lot of people would have panicked and sold at that point. And today I'm being destroyed in the comments of how stupid that was, but it wasn't. I mean, I would do this 100 times out of 100 if I knew this was going to be the outcome. And now it's way safer to get back in at 100 than it was to stay in at 98. And people that are commenting clearly don't understand trading.
Yeah, or they want you to be perfect or something. I don't know. But you're just a man making your own choices, just like anybody watching.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think, oh, well, you're a boxer, you would know. Like a lot of people think that trading is, a way to get rich and make money. They don't realize that 90% of traders go broke. And the real skill of being a successful trader is not to lose money. And the real skill of a boxer is not to get punched in the fucking face. So,
Yeah, hit and don't get hit. But I'm a lot better trader than I am boxer, unfortunately. But all right, let's go to screen
anyway,
share. I'll, I'll,
let's
I'll,
you know
I'll
what I'm really curious about since I'm on screen share? I'm
mm,
really curious how much Bitcoin was purchased yesterday, even though
mm.
a lot of these numbers are on a full day's delay. But I am gonna refresh this page just to see it. 9 additional thousand Bitcoin got purchased. Fidelity has flipped Grayscale as I expected. I expected it by end of year, but it only happened on January 3rd. Close enough. And I'm expecting Grayscale Mini to flip Bitwise. And eventually Grayscale Mini is going to flip ARC. And the Grayscale bag is going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping. Grayscale Mini will rise. And I do expect it to flip Bitwise. I already adjusted that in my spreadsheet. Grayscale Mini flipping Bitwise should take maybe a few more months, but it will flip it. One of the reasons why is it's at a lower price point. And I think Grayscale Trust will probably convert some more into the mini. But this is good. By the way, Max Payne this Friday, it's probably going to rise to 56. It's still sitting at 55. We're currently at 58.17. So that means that the price of Bitcoin will probably pull back a smidge based on Max Payne. I don't think we're gonna break 60 on IBIT. So just a heads up. I am back long. I'm on hedge long. I can't even explain what I do anymore. Like the concept of me being 100% long no longer makes sense. There's now options trading. My portfolios are very different. I got a very specific strategy that is probably going to take at least 6 months in order for it to properly get realized. And I can't explain it. I mean, it's explained in my options course. You can find it on Tonebase, on-demand videos, mastering options trading. And yeah, Matt, you know what? Why don't you go first? I'm gonna stop screen share.
No, all right, man. Why not? Why not? Why not? Look, I'm gonna start on the low time frame, 15 minute, which I really like. I did actually close out that trade a few hours ago. So from 93,279, which was entered like back on the first, and I closed it out at 101,400. Cracker, one of the probably more profitable trades I've made all year. I don't know, I don't remember them, but it was about an 80 percenter for me in big trade. So very, very, very satisfied with that trade. I am actually on the 4 hour time frame right now. So give me a second and I'll show you. Well, that's what it looks like on the 4 hour, but I'll show you what it looked like on the 15 minute. And I hope people don't think it's just like braggadocious. I'm showing the traits. This is a trading show. I'm showing the process, and I think that there's value in it, right? I mean, you can see where I close the trade out tone, right? It's quite obvious that this is the black line right here. That makes total sense. We were stuck in a 15-minute channel all day long. And then we finally got down and retouched, and I just thought it wasn't gonna. I thought it was just such a good profit, right? So I was just like, no, I'm done. Bang, I'm out. Now we came all the way down and we put in a green diamond here on the 15 minute. Now that's only 15 minute. So when we bounced up, bang, on that little bounce, I actually did throw another trade on, which is an absolute monster. But I've got a stop loss in. I don't normally put stop losses in initially because I normally have to watch the trade, and so I don't typically enter trades at bloody 10:30 at night, knowing I have to go to bed. But I have got a stop loss in at 100,400. So it's only a really $480 gap between my entry price, which is underwater right now, and my exit. I'm not, it's still a 10x leverage trade, so I'm probably risking about 4% on that trade. And if we start to crack through, I'll be awake for another couple of hours. We start to crack through my entry price, I can, of course, move that up. It makes a lot of sense. And I know, Tony, you don't probably like where I've got my stop loss in for this trade. You'd probably put it here or something even a little higher, maybe. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of volatility when US markets open and whatnot. And I don't want to just get wicked out for a second. The low for me was down here. So if we are down at 100,500. So if we get below 100,500, I definitely think that there's a chance we're going to wick lower and whatever. But I still didn't mind the structure. We got halted on the dip. Okay, so that I do think there's the same probability for me. It's 50-50. I'm not confident in this trade. It's not a trade recommendation, but I have confidence in the fact that 50-50 confidence that this thing could either just crack lower and I can just get out safely. It doesn't, I'm totally fine, especially after the big money I've made. I'm happy to take a little punt, but I'm equally as confident that this thing could rally. I can move this to break even and kick on from there. I do think that when market opens, this little correction that we've had might have spooked some people out. I actually wanted it to bounce real fast. I wanted it just to crack down and then just be straight back up. It hasn't done that. The longer we stay here, the less confident I'll be that we are just going to immediately recover. But I'm in the trade, right? And I'm not just going to get out of it if it takes time and we haven't made a decision. I'll just let it play out. So that's where I'm sitting right now on the 15-minute time frame. I'm still positive that we'll go higher. But now as I go up the time frames, I don't mind. I don't mind being wrong on this one as well. Like if we do come back down, cross through my stop loss, I think the next point of call is very clearly the retouch of the 30 simple moving average, also the breakout point. It's the same price right now. So it makes, if we were going to flash crash and I got stopped out of this and I was awake, I would be buying at 98, 900 every day of the week. Every day of the week, I'd be buying, taking that. And if we even got lower than that, I wouldn't even mind because that's just a re-entry of the green wave. Who knows? It just seems like a real solid trade. Lower, I'm less excited, but this range right here, real excited. So we'll have to see how that plays out. I'd much prefer it just to recover right now and get back above the 7 simple and onwards and upwards. Daily, another fantastic daily close. It's been nothing but bullshit today, but we have had what I mentioned in yesterday's show, that bullish cross on alphanumetrics, which that hasn't closed yet, the day's candle, but it's there. Which I said yesterday, I love that we were rounding. I mean, that looks real pretty to me, real pretty. So, I mean, it makes sense that we come back down and retest that as well, unfortunately, which would be 98, 500, which is, let me just put that line in. That would be, if that's what the 4 hour was as well. What did I say on the 4 hour? Boom. That is the buy right there. Exactly as I just said on the 4 hour, retouching the 30, getting inside the wave, the daily, retouching the bullish cross. That would be where I'd be buying any day of the week, do you know? And that's let's hope it doesn't get there. But I mean that's a simple that's process that I go through. All right, uh I'm done. I'm done, Tone. I'm throwing it back to you right now, mate, because that's all I have to say. Please like and subscribe, please share it with your friends, and use the links in the description below. Join the free Discord group, join the trading bots, they're absolutely on fire. All right, mate. What do you got for us?
All right, let's go. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you on the daily close. The daily close was absolutely excellent. It was the fourth highest daily close in Bitcoin's history. That is great. One thing is missing. Remember yesterday we talked about two things. Now there's only one. The moving averages need to cross back over with the price being above them. Okay, that's still going to take another week or two. In the meantime, a pullback to the moving averages of the pullback down to 98 is perfectly healthy. In fact, it would be great. Okay, I'm deleting this box. This was my box for a no trade zone. Once we established a couple of closes above the box, I was able to get in on the big breakout day. It was a bigger breakout day than I expected, but that's okay. This was the area I was going to go back in. I wasn't going to let it get too high before I re-entered. So I re-entered at approximately 100,000, which for me is a great trade. I avoided literally a month and a half of chop. And if you were in a leverage trade holding it for a month and a half, you got destroyed on fees that get every 8 hours, every 12 hours. What is it on those exchanges? I don't even know.
8 hours.
Every 8 hours, right? You get a fee every 8 hours. So I got in at approximately the same price, and I avoided, if I was in a leverage position, you got destroyed. You got absolutely crushed. And people just don't understand. People don't understand real trading. It's okay though. They'll learn when they actually start trading if they don't understand trading. Monthly chart looks very good. We are on a 4 on our way to another MRI top. That is excellent. Weekly chart. Look, I'm not expecting a breakout here. I'm expecting another 2 weeks of chop. I want to see a green star candle breaking the 103 zone, not next week, but the week after next week. So next week begins on January 13th. So the following week is January 20th. the week of January 20th is when we get a weekly green star candle. And you know what? I trust a green star candle that doesn't follow an MRI top way more, and it's way cleaner. So for example, this one was actually decently clean. It wasn't immediately after an MRI top. This one was immediately after an MRI top. So was this one. But once we get the next green star candle, I would be very, very bullish at that point. If I'm getting a green star candle below 105,000, I would be willing to go leverage long and make up for the 2% that I lost in not holding Bitcoin for 6 weeks. I can easily make up for that with just a 2x long or a 3x long, something reasonable, something small on a green star the week of January 20th, especially if the daily makes it to an MRI top, then pulls back, and then around January 20th is breaking the current swing high without yet having broken the all-time high. That would be the perfect opportunity as a momentum trader to go leverage long. Okay, and that's pretty much it. The short-term chart is not very useful. Market open is still an hour away. You have a bit of a very bearish pennant, which is a pretty nasty pattern that you don't really want to see. It looks something like this.
It actually looks quite
Then
clean.
you take this and you put it down. Yeah, what's up?
It looks quite clean on the 5 minute, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's bad. It's a very negative pattern.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
So
that's a really good example of what it looks like.
yeah.
I love the pennants so much, or the flags, whatever you want to call them. But for that reason, that's a really clear breakout trade or a breakdown trade, and you can negate them really easily as well, which I like as well. You know, it can be both.
We are doing very well on our cycle chart. We're following last cycle's pattern. Oh, we're not actually. We're following the 2017 cycle pattern, not even last year. Last year was the purple one, but it had a double top. Right now we're following the green. So if we continue to follow the green all the way up, that's on $1.5 million Bitcoin in 2025. I don't expect that to happen, but it would be nice to cross the purple later this year, which means a $250,000 Bitcoin. That'd be great.
Why don't you
Oil,
tweet out? Why don't you tweet out Bitcoin at 1.5 million by that time, and really watch your numbers go
yeah,
up?
I know. Oil remains my most, confident bullish call for the year so far. Gold still needs to break out above its moving averages, but it looks promising. S&P is pulling back today, it looks like. Let me see on the futures chart. Here's the futures chart daily. No, it's not really pulling back. It pulled back yesterday afternoon. And right now, the futures chart still looks okay. And that's pretty much it. MicroStrategy broke out very nicely as well. I was really hoping to pick up MicroStrategy in $180 range, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And MicroStrategy looks very, very bullish. How did NVIDIA close yesterday? Almost, yeah, NVIDIA is going to open at a new all-time high. So not surprising. I'm very bullish on NVIDIA. And AMD, I ended up exiting this trade, and looks like that was a mistake. I didn't even notice that it went up yesterday. I should have gone back in. I just ended up exiting everything on the last day of the year, and I totally forgot about NVIDIA. So that was, sorry, my AMD, that was kind of stupid of me. I was just busy. I just forgot. Honestly, I just forgot. I should have gotten back in well on Friday in the new year. That would have been nice. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. NVIDIA had a weekly MRI buy. It's on a monthly, had a monthly MRI buy, and Nvidia looks great. I just don't like, I don't know, I'm OCD, and I just like being in cash on the last day of the year. That's it's kind of what I do.
I
It's
don't know. I don't know how you trade at all, Tone. I've hung around with Tone quite a bit at his conferences, and you don't even touch your phone that whole week. And that's how Tone lives, going traveling the world around people all the time. I don't know how you do it, dude. It's crazy.
yeah, so I'm kind of pissed I didn't get back into Nvidia. That would have been nice. I mean, look at this pop yesterday. It's a green star candle. It's about to open higher. Nvidia was a perfect trade. It was just, it sucks that it happened during the holidays. It's just one of those things. And I'm kind of pissed I didn't get back in last Friday, uh, or even Thursday. But hey, I was enjoying my New Year's. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I was diving. That's the thing. I'm now rec certified. I did 4 dives. I did 2 dives on Thursday, uh, 2 dives on Friday, and then we were playing poker and partying Friday night. I also learned I shouldn't be drinking alcohol after diving. I learned that afterwards. Um, and does hit you harder. And then Saturday too, we were like hosting brunch. That was my last day in Miami, and that's when I started my 3-day dry fast after that. So I wasn't thinking about trading at all, and I totally whiffed on getting back into Nvidia. So that really sucks. That pisses me off a little bit.
Yeah,
But
that's gonna hurt.
anyone that's still holding Nvidia, you're doing great. Absolutely great. Look at that. It's over 130 after dropping to 117.
Yeah,
It's good. Very good trade.
all right. I gotta
All
go.
right. Yep, me too. All right, guys. And on that note, thank you all for watching. Oh, beautiful. We're breaking out to the upside. That's great. And good luck with your long trade. I'm now long as well. And see you all on the next one, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, Financial Summit. It's only 2 months away. I can't believe it's only 2 months away. Check out the Financial Summit in the Maldives. And I don't know when or where the next one's going to be. I don't know if there's going to be a next one. I want to just relax with my life and not stress over organizing events. So those of you that are watching, I mean, could be your last chance. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't promise anything. So come join us in the Maldives if it's a place you always wanted to go, or your significant other, your lady dreamt about. This is it. You can take her to the Maldives. See a bunch of you guys there. See you all on the next one.